There is a quiet habit many people develop without ever noticing. It begins early in life, often without intention. We learn to remember everything. We remember the words that hurt us. We remember the moments we felt ashamed. We remember the days we felt deeply loved and the days we felt completely alone. Over time, we begin to believe that carrying all of it makes us stronger. That holding tightly to every memory means we are wise, prepared, protected. We tell ourselves that if we let go, we might lose something important. We might forget who we are. But there is a truth few people pause long enough to consider. What if remembering everything is not strength but weight? What if freedom begins not with holding on, but with choosing what to release? This story is not about forgetting your past. It is about understanding your relationship with it. It is about learning to honor what has been without allowing it to control what is still becoming. And when this story comes to an end, I invite you to ask yourself one quiet question. Am I truly living in the present, or am I still carrying yesterday with me into every new moment? Long ago, in a wide forest filled with tall trees and open clearings, there lived a small bird named Alan. Alan was not remarkable at first glance. He was not the fastest flyer nor the strongest singer, but he was observant, thoughtful, and deeply sensitive to the world around him. Each morning, as sunlight filtered through the leaves, Alan would perch on a branch and watch the forest awaken. He noticed things others ignored, the way the air shifted before rain, the way joy moved lightly through the forest, while sorrow moved slowly and quietly. Alan believed every moment mattered, not just the beautiful ones, but all of them. One day, after witnessing a painful argument between two animals near the river, Alan felt a heaviness in his chest that did not fade. He feared that if he did not remember the moment, its lesson would be lost. So he searched the forest floor and found a small, smooth stone. With his beak, he carved a simple mark into it. That stone felt important, meaningful. The next day, Alan experienced something joyful. He watched a young deer take its first confident steps across a clearing. The sight filled him with warmth. Afraid of losing that feeling, he carved another stone. Soon, this became a routine. For every experience, Alan carved a stone. Joy, fear, pride, regret, hope, loss. He stitched a small cloth pouch and carried the stones with him wherever he went. At first, the pouch was light. It felt comforting, reassuring. Alan believed he was doing something wise. Happy moments, he told himself, must be preserved because they might never return. Painful moments must also be kept because they carried lessons he must never forget. Days turned into weeks, weeks into seasons. With each passing day, Alan added another stone, and with each stone, the pouch grew heavier. At first, the weight was barely noticeable. He still flew easily, still sang in the mornings, still felt proud of his growing collection. But slowly, something began to change. Alan noticed that flying required more effort than before. His wings tired more quickly. His breaths came shorter after long journeys. When others soared effortlessly above the trees, Alan flew lower, closer to the ground. Still, he told himself the wait was worth it. After all, these stones were his life, his story. One afternoon, as Alan rested near a quiet stream, he met an old tortoise named Sen. Sen had lived in the forest longer than most could remember. He moved slowly, spoke gently, and watched the world with patient eyes. "Why do you carry that pouch?" Sen asked. Alan lifted his head proudly. "It holds everything I have lived," he replied. "Every joy, every sorrow, every lesson." Sen nodded slowly. "And when do you feel those moments?" he asked. "In the past," Alan answered. "And when do you live?" Sen asked quietly. The question unsettled Alan. He flew away without answering, but for the first time, doubt crept into his thoughts. As time passed, the pouch grew heavy beyond what Alan could ignore. He could no longer fly high enough to feel the wind fully beneath his wings. His body ached. His spirit felt tired. Still, he refused to remove the pouch. Letting go felt dangerous, like losing parts of himself. One morning, after a night of heavy rain, the forest floor was slick and uneven. Alan attempted to walk forward, dragging the pouch behind him. His wings trembled. His legs slipped. He fell. The weight of the stones pressed against his small body, trapping him. For the first time, Alan could not move. He could not rise. As the forest grew quiet around him, clarity arrived. He realized that the memories he believed would protect him had slowly taken away his strength. The lessons he wanted to remember had become burdens he could no longer carry. When the rain stopped, animals gathered nearby. They looked at Alan with sadness but also understanding. Sen arrived last. He gazed at Alan and spoke softly. "Memories are meant to guide us," he said, "not to weigh us down. This story is not really about Alan. It is about us. We all carry stones. Some are heavy with regret. Some are polished by joy we cannot stop revisiting. Some carry pain we replay again and again. We convince ourselves that remembering everything keeps us safe, but often it keeps us stuck. We relive conversations that ended years ago. We replay moments we wish we had handled differently. We cling to happiness that has already passed, afraid nothing like it will return. In doing so, we miss what is happening now. Letting go does not mean forgetting who you are. It means choosing not to let the past control your present. You can honor your experiences without carrying them everywhere. You can learn from pain without living inside it. You can cherish joy without fearing its absence. Life is not found in what once was. It is found in what is unfolding now. You cannot change yesterday, but you can shape today. You can choose to forgive. You can choose to release resentment. You can choose to step forward lighter than before. The present moment does not ask you to erase your past. It asks you to trust that you have already learned enough. If this story touched something within you, take a quiet moment to reflect. What memories are you still carrying? Which ones no longer serve you? And what might your life feel like if you gently set them down? If you found value in this story, please like the video, share it with someone who may need it, and subscribe for more gentle and meaningful stories like this. Thank you for listening. May your heart grow lighter, your path clearer, and your days be lived fully in the present.